What's going on? My name is Jadon, and today we're going to be talking about if shelf foods or foods on the shelf are slowly ending your life. Well, it really depends on what kind of food you're eating. If you're going to be eating junk food, snacks, or you got stuff on the shelves, has a bunch of preservatives or whatever, you're going to see a lot more change in your body, in your physique, especially if you're trying to get in shape on body game. Because the food that you're eating, especially the grocery market, especially in your stores, like your grocery market or grocery. I don't know how to really say the word like that. Grocery. It's a weird word. You see that the food that you're eating, right? You look at the back, you look at the ingredients, it has a bunch of preservatives, artificial flavors, colorings, you name it, right? You see all of that stuff in the food, and it's like, you see it on the shelf, and it's like, I could eat this, or I could have a better alternative to what I'm seeing on the shelf. But the stuff that's on the shelf has sweetness, saltiness, and you're gonna have cravings, especially if you're trying to get in shape and you're trying to maintain your discipline with what you're eating in your fitness journey and getting your fitness goals. You see that obviously this stuff could be more enticing to eat and get, but instead you would rather go for the apples or the oranges or some bananas or some fruit. A good alternative to some candy is some fruit, because you're getting more energy. Natural energy is actual natural sugars. It's not a bunch of artificial gush and mush in your belly. Because you eat some Smarties or some gummies or whatever, you eat that instead of some fruit, and it's like, I feel good. I got this sugar crush. I got the sugar rush. I'm ready to go. Whatever. Let's go hit the gym. Let's just go to work or whatever. I'm just gonna munch on this snack. And then later on throughout the day, you feel like crap. It's like, oh man, oh no, I thought this would be good. I just didn't expect this to happen. But look at the back of let me get some peanut M&Ms. You eat some peanut M&Ms, you look at the back of the bag. Oh, you see red 40. Everyone knows about the red 40 thing. Yellow 3, blue 4. Oh, that's fine. I guess I'll just keep on eating this stuff and expect nothing to happen. And then later on down the line, 2 years later down the line, you're eating this stuff every single day or every other day or sometimes throughout the week. And you're like, oh no, I look fat, I look bad, I look terrible, and I feel bad too. Most importantly, I feel like crap. I feel horrible about myself. Instead of eating this fruit, instead of maintaining my calories, maintaining my meals or whatnot, I had some food off of this shelf that was in the store, the candy aisle or candy section, and I feel bad now. I feel like crap now. And it's crazy because you see a lot of people do that. You go into a store and you look at people's baskets, it's full of just colors. It's very colorful. And most of the colorful baskets are full of just junk food and whatnot compared to like natural, organic meals, healthier meals. And this could probably be because corporations make fast food or they make junk food. The colors are a bit more enticing to the human eye, so the human is more attracted to it. That's why the McDonald's red or the Wendy's red or the Burger King red, even though Burger King red doesn't have that much red on the logo, you see the red and it's like, oh, it's more enticing to you. And it's like, these corporations are smart. You see the shelves and whatnot, you see the big logos, the mascots on there, you see the letters and the wording and everything and the colors that's like probably scientifically made for you to like the food, and you actually buy it. It's a smart way of doing it. You got to think about it like this. These companies are spending millions. Maybe the bigger corporations are spending millions, if not billions of dollars, finding out ways in order for you to buy their product. They keep you high on the supply, keep you high on the junk food, they keep you crap. They just want to drain you of all of your money and then just keep you out of shape and keep you fat and lazy. And I think society is now, I said the word, right? Society, I said the big S word. Society is now figuring and understanding that. I think people are starting to wake up to that now. People are slowly having, I don't want to say the D word, but they're slowly losing and having a slow end of their life. Slowly but surely, we're slowly getting poisoned with the food that we're eating. And whenever I would be younger and I would go on the shelf and go on the shelves of whatever food aisle or whatever, it's just like, most of this stuff is like, it's just preservative trash. And what's the funny thing about this is like, if you just ate a little bit cleaner, if you just avoided those shelf foods, get something more, I wouldn't even say organic, get something healthier, staple product of health. This food is healthy, that food is healthy, but it's not really healthy. It's just common sense. Your fruits, your vegetables, your protein, your carbohydrates, oats, jasmine rice, basmati rice or whatever, sweet potatoes are super good for you. There's this YouTuber named Team 3D Alpha. He talks about those sweet potatoes. He talks about a lot of food actually instead. I'm not one to really be super scientific for that, but I know with all the research and experiments that I've done on my body, I understand that when I've also experimented with other people as well because of my previous clients, I've seen that the food that they've eaten that I've recommended to them has caused them to have a drastic change in their diet and their body and their fitness goals and their mentality and their cognitive because of the food that they ate compared to whether they would get food on the shelf. So when I say shelf food, I'm specifically talking about the junk food aisle, or honestly, it could be most food now. Most products are just a bunch of just garbage. And it's like you see different brands or whatever, but it's like in reality, most of these brands are probably owned by the same corporation. It's just like different branches. So the same corporation's making that money, which is crazy. It's crazy. If you want to be in shape, if you want to get jacked, lean, be on this body game thing, man or woman, it all pertains to what you eat and it all pertains to your diet. And in a society full of companies and corporations who are not necessarily evil per se, they're making money. You could probably call them evil because they don't care about how you look like or whatever. You could be dying a slow, poisonous death and they don't care about that. Why? Because they just care about the moolah. But instead of being beneficial or helpful to them, they're probably going to try to sell you a product to negate whatever you're eating that's bad for you that they're selling to you to make even more money off of you. It's smart and it's evil at the same time. I say money makes the world go around, right? But there's like limit, there's like point. So where you're causing people to get cancer, the ingredients and products that you're putting into people are cheaper to produce. So you're just putting it in that food so you can make more net profit off of the product. And I don't like that. It's very evil. I think these corporations and companies should definitely stop doing that. But will they ever do it? No, they will never do that. They'll never stop. These companies and the corporations will never stop. The food on the shelf will still be stocked up. I always wonder where it goes once it gets expired. Where does this food go? Do they like trash it? Do they dump it? Do they give it to like some third world country? I always wonder that. I probably have to look that up. But anyways, let me not get sidetracked because I can totally do that. Ooh, nice car. That's a nice car. What is that? A Lucid? Anyways, sorry. Start slowly with the food that you're eating, realize what you're eating and how it's not good for you. And if people have a hard time figuring out what food is good for you, what's not good for you, if the meal I'm eating is helping me get bigger and stronger or getting leaner, faster, whatever, be a high rate athlete or in shape, just want to feel good and have a good mentality, don't want to have any kind of brain fog or whatever. I think the best person or the best way in order to figure this out, and figure out if this food that you're eating is good for you is by DM me the word diet on Instagram. Seriously though, I think getting in contact with me, I can answer any question. How you guys feel, whatever food that you're eating, because I've been there. I was there eating the junk food, drinking the soda, the candy, the juices, drinking candy, right? I was drinking soda, drinking juice, eating candy, eating junk food. I was doing all of that stuff, and I think I know what's good for you now, what's bad for you. I'm also starting to get into juicing your fruits and veggies and everything like that, because I know family members who are doing that right now, and they look good. They look in shape. So for my older ladies and gents out there who are trying to get in shape and want to not probably eat a lot of food, you just want to start juicing. In terms of fruits and veggies, not like injecting a needle into your butt. I could definitely help you out with that too. So guys, that's it. Like I said, most of these corporations and everything, these companies, they're just literally meant and they want you to stay weak. They want you to stay docile with the food that you're eating so you can continue to buy their product. But make sure you guys subscribe on the video. Like I said, I push out content every single week, and I can also make you a custom weekly meal plan. DM me the word diet on Instagram or diet on TikTok or word diet, the YouTube comments, and I can send you my social media so we can talk about it. So it's $20 a week, $50 a month for a custom weekly meal plan. You do 20, 20, 20, 20, or $50 for the whole entire month, where every single week I make you a weekly custom meal plan. And I also do one-on-one consultations with you at the end of each week. That's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. So yeah, guys, share with your friends and family. Get my name out there. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day. Hearing me ramble and talk about health and fitness. I love all of you. And for the few who are watching, my goal is to inspire at least one person who may watch my video. All right, guys, have a good one. I'll see you. Peace.